We are pleased to have with us again this year author and ESPN The Magazine senior writer Bruce Feldman. Bruce, last year we were talking about your book Meat Market. This year, let's just cut right to the chase. Give me the best teams in college football for 2009.
Todd, I'm going to start with Florida. I think everybody has to begin there because Tim Tebow's back. You have Brandon Spikes on the defense. Their middle linebacker's back. Everybody on that defense. It was young last year. They're all back. I think they're going to be consensus preseason #1. And then after that, I think you can throw out Texas and Oklahoma. You know, both you have Sam Bradford, you have Colt McCoy back. They're going to have prolific offenses, but Oklahoma has to replace almost their whole offensive line. Texas has to replace a lot of their defensive line. And then there's USC. You know, every year we got them back. Yeah, I know. It's teasing you a little bit. But out there you lost Mark Sanchez. You lost a ton of guys on defense. But you didn't lose Taylor Mays. You didn't lose Sharice Wright, who's Pete Carroll's probably best cornerback of his era. You got Joe McKnight and a bunch of running backs. Damian Williams, receiver, is probably the best receiver in the Pac-10. Really good offensive line. The question is, Aaron Corp came out of the spring the starter. Maybe he's going to be the guy. Didn't make a lot of mistakes. A mobile guy, can really hustle and sharp. But watch out for Matt Barkley, the true freshman who came in and lit it up.
Who do you see as the Heisman favorite this year?
You know, I voted last year for Colt McCoy. I thought he had the best year. He played at an incredibly high level, 77% completion percentage, runs the ball well. You know, they didn't have a feature back on their team last year. He was everything. You know, I don't think you could go wrong with Sam Bradford. I don't think you could go wrong with Tim Tebow. To me, from talking to a lot of players around the country, they come back and say, you know what, it's Colts time. Bradford got his, Tebow got his, now maybe it's Colts.
What do you think the hot topics will be this year in 2009? Is the BCS going to still rear its head midway through October and people are going to be clamoring?
I think there's going to be an issue there. I mean, you know, if you're a BYU guy, they play right out of the gate. They have Oklahoma off the top in New Cowboy Stadium. If they can win that game, that's going to put a lot of spotlight on them. Oregon has to go to Boise. Last year, Boise beat them at Autzen Stadium. That's a tough place to play. It's a Thursday night game. Everybody's going to talk about it. If Boise wins that game, they could cruise through, and then you're sitting there 12-0 or whatever. I think those are issues. I think week 2 you have USC going across the country to Ohio State. You know, is the Big Ten going to be relevant this year? I mean, maybe they win that game. If Ohio State gets drilled in that game, you can just wipe the Big Ten off the schedule for everybody. So to me, those are the big issues. And then, you know, Tim Tebow, the spectacle of Tim Tebow and everything around it, I think is going to be a big storyline for the whole year.
Bruce, thanks for dropping by.
Thanks, guys.